Hey everyone, thank you for watching. In today's makeup tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to get this Foxy Eye, actually full complexion makeup look. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, so to start, what I'm going to do is take my Maybelline Superstay Concealer and I'm just going to apply this on my eyelids. And this is just really going to even out the skin tone and make our eyelids appear brighter, because the base of this eye look is going to be more of like a neutral shade. So I'm just going to take my brush and really press the concealer on. Now I did already apply my foundation, so I just thought I would do the eyes and then I'll show you the rest of the complexion. Okay, so I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette and I'm going to go in with the first shade of the palette. It's just this kind of like taupey color. And I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to really work this into the crease. But since this is more of like that foxy eye look, I'm gonna kind of extend it and blend it more in upwards motion so it kind of like elongates the eye. Now I like this palette just because it has a lot of neutral shades. I don't find the shadows to be as smooth as I thought they would, but I can work with it. It's pretty hard finding an all neutral eyeshadow palette, to be honest. So you should get something that looks very elongated. Okay, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take the same brush and then I'm going to go in with a color that's a little bit deeper, and I'm literally taking the color that's right beside the first one that we did. And again, I'm taking that same brush, tapping it. I might put some on the back of my hand just so it's not too much color. And this, I'm not focusing as much on the crease as the first color. This, I'm really just kind of focusing on the outside and just really extending that shade. With a really, really light hand. And if it gets messy, don't worry. I know I'm using a bigger brush, but we're gonna go in and clean it up with concealer, so it's not gonna look like this. So just switch my brush and I'm just using a cleaner brush now. Perfect. So you can already see the shape coming along. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a flat brush. So I'm going to take this little guy right here and I'm going to go in with the third color of the palette. And this is just like a very light, I want to say it's more neutral tone. And I'm going to apply this on the eyelid. Oh. It always looks funny when you don't have the eyelashes on, I find. The eyelashes, I found, is what really kind of makes that look, or this look, come together. So I'm going to go back in with that clean blending brush. And I'm just going to kind of blend and marry the two, or should I say three colors together. But not too much. You don't really want them to overlap. You don't want one to take away from the other, is what I'm trying to say here. So what I'm going to do next is take a smudger brush. So this is the Morphe M321. And I'm going to go in with a deeper shade. I'm actually going to go in with this chocolate brown shade. And this, again, I'm just focusing on the outer corner. Almost like I'm making a kind of V triangle shape with this color. Okay. So this guy, I'm kind of doing more of like that pressing motion. And then I'm going back with that same blending brush. This look is a lot of blending, I'm not gonna lie. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go in with this angled brush. I think this is like a brow brush. But you want anything that's really angled and has like a sharp edge. And I'm gonna go in with this black color. And just because it has a lot of pigment, I'm just gonna slowly work this in my lash line. So we're gonna also create the wing because I find that's like the main part. So what I'm doing is I'm just slightly, really gently, like barely even touching my skin, outlining it with the shadow. And just connecting. So if you use a shadow for this look, it's going to look a lot softer. You can also use a pencil or a liquid eyeliner. I've seen people do it numerous of ways, but this is just, I find, probably the easiest way. And you can get this look to look really smoky if you like, which is nice. And I'm just kind of slowly taking it to the top as well. And I keep adding the black. I just don't like a lot of color on the brush because that's when you can make mistakes. So I am going to do the inner corner as well with the shadow. Just because that's what this look is supposed to be. I don't really do this on like the regular basis, to be honest. I just kind of like to take it halfway, do the wing, and you know, you're good to go. But because everyone's doing it like this, I guess I'm gonna do too. So again, adding the black. I am gonna put false lashes on, so I'm not too concerned if the band isn't perfect, because I'll probably just end up going over with it with a shadow or crayon. Highlighting. And what I'm going to do next is eyebrows. So I find that eyebrows play a big part of this look because they're supposed to be very elongated. Excuse mine. I have to get mine done. I haven't gotten them done in forever, to be honest. So mine are a little bit out of shape. But that's okay. So I'm just kind of brushing them upwards. And what I'm going to do with the brows is I'm going to take this Milani Stay Put eyebrow pencil in the color taupe. Oh my gosh, if I can open it. Can't open it. There we go. Opened. And what I'm going to do is kind of lightly outline my natural brow shape. So my brows kind of already have that kind of straight look, but this, like, I have a little arch as well, and I'm just gonna follow it, and then I'm gonna take it down, and I'm just gonna make it a little more longer. So I'm elongating the brow itself. So this whole look is just kind of elongating everything. Yeah. So just bringing it down. Okay, so brows are done. So the next part of this look is gonna be the contouring, the highlighting, which is very crucial to the Foxy makeup look. I find it's just strong contour, strong highlight, and it's very matte. There's not a lot of like glow happening. So I'm gonna start contouring. Like I said, I applied my base already, so I just put some foundation on and I didn't set it. So I'm gonna go in with this Nude Sticks tinted cover. This is the shade Deep 8, and this is just their Nudies tinted blur stick. So I got a deeper color so I can contour. So with contouring, you kind of want to use your ear as a guideline. So my face is pretty round. I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna get the cheekbones that I aspire for. So that's how I contour. And I like to bring some up. And I will do some on my nose, but I'm gonna blend this first. So I'm gonna go in with this brush. Oh, there's a huge wasp on my window right now. I'm gonna go in with this, the what is this, Bdellium Tools brush number 953. And I'm just gonna start blending it upwards. So contouring the top of the forehead, like I feel like I have a pretty wide forehead, so I like to kind of contour the top so it gives it the illusion that it's smaller. Does it work? I think so. I wish I had less of a rounder face though, so I could have more defined cheekbones, because, you know, that's, this whole look is just definition, defining the face to its fullest potential. So finished the contouring. I'll go back in and do the nose contouring, but I'm gonna take my Maybelline Super Stay Concealer in the shade light 15, and I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. I'm going to put some on my chin, the bridge of my nose, and just a little in the forehead to highlight. And then some under that contour. Okay, and I'm taking that same brush, I just cleaned it, and I'm gonna quickly blend. I blended around the contour so you can still see it, but what I'm gonna do as well is take, looks pretty good. I like that. I'm satisfied with that. I'm gonna go in with this Kat Von D contour palette, Shade and Light. It's not new. You can tell this has been well loved in my makeup kit. And I'm gonna go in with the Sephora highlight contour brush, and I'm gonna take the middle shade, so just this guy right here, and I'm gonna go over the cream contour that we just did. And this just kind of sets it and intensifies the contour. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go in with my Marc Jacobs Tan Trick Bronzer in the shade 102. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this and go over that contour. But just a little, because it is pigmented and I don't want it to be overly pigmented, if that makes any sense. Okay, and I'm just pressing the product in. Perfect. I'm gonna take this brush, I'm gonna quickly clean it because I need to set the under eye, and I'm gonna take a lighter shade in the palette. So I'm gonna go in with the same contouring palette that we just used, and I'm gonna use this shade and this shade. Well, I'm gonna use whatever is left. So anything that's more of like a lighter color closer to your skin tone works well for highlighting. And I'm gonna also kind of but shape the contour a little more with that light powder as well. I'm gonna press it. So when you press, you're getting more coverage. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that contour stick and taking my Sephora Airbrush Concealer brush, Airbrush Concealer brush, I'm gonna just sculpt my nose. So I'm just kind of following the shape, as you can see. And I'm going to take my highlighting color again, the concealer, and I'm just going to go on top of that color. I should have done that before the powder, I know. I made a mistake. But it's okay because I can still set it with the powder. And my nose is so dry right now. I really need to exfoliate it. I don't know why it's dry. I mean, it's not winter time, so it doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, I'm just gonna take that light shade on a clean eyeshadow brush and just set the nose contour. So next is blush. So for blush, I chose this Tarte Blush and Party. It's more of like a mauvey tone. And I didn't want anything too pink for this look because this look is very like muted. So I'm going to just put some on my Real Techniques brush. And I'm just really lightly pressing this into the cheeks. I don't want too much blush for this look. Okay. And next I'm going to do lips, so I'm going to go in with my Maybelline lip liner. Am I going to go in with that? I don't think no, I totally lied. So I'm going to go in with my MAC lip liner. This is the shade Spice. So I'm just lightly lining my natural lip shade. Okay, I guess you can see. And take the color from Bobbi Brown. It's Brownie. And I'm going to put this on. So find any like muted nude or like dark nude shade works for this. My shade's a little bit more rosy, but that's okay. It will still work as well. Okay, so next I'm going to take these eyelashes. They are from the brand Stella. And the name is called Stella. And if you guys can see, the outer end is a little longer, so it kind of is going to give that cat eye effect. So I'm going to quickly apply these, and then we'll finish our eyeshadow for the under eye. Okay, so now that I've applied the eyelashes, I think it makes this look 100 times better. So what I'm going to do now next is I already put a little bit, but I'm basically taking that first shade, our transition shade from the palette, and I'm taking it on a smudge brush and I'm just putting it on the lower lash line. Just a very little amount, just so it kind of connects and brings the whole eye look together. And because this brush is like, it's dense, but it still smokes out the under eye, it just works really beautifully. And that is the final look, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!